buddy. Happy Friday. You did it. You had a wacky week. It's time for some normalcy. Or you had a boring week. It's time for some fun. Or maybe you had a sleepy week. It's time for some excitement.
Yeah.
Maybe you ate too much candy. It's time to flush that out because it is
I
Friday.
wish.
It's
Wait a
time to Star
minute.
Trek and chill. I just realized I forgot my beverage. I'm gonna grab it
No.
sneakily in a moment. You watch. You won't even notice. There's so much to talk about in Star Trek today. We got some cool hippie stuff behind us. That's fun
I
from
love
like
it.
70s. It's gorgeous. We're gonna be kung fu fighting you guys. I mean,
It's a banger.
technically
It
we have to
is.
because everybody was like
Yeah.
there's in everybody there are no exceptions.
Yes,
So
they were fast as lightning.
I was just thinking that. You
how's that
said
possible?
it.
Oh.
You said it right out of my mouth, like out of your mouth, out of my
I-
head. I don't know.
Are we extra fun today? I feel like we're extra fun.
Yes.
Are we live?
I think so.
And yeah. Anyway, so we're going to talk about Strange New Worlds and them being fast as lightning. Also, Strange New Worlds and zombies. That's a
What?
phenomenon from the 70s and 80s and 50s and 60s and 90s and 2000s and so on. That we're going to be talking about that. Also, can you tell a Star Trek character based solely on their elbows?
Ooh.
That's the joint
We'll
where the
see.
radius and ulna meet the humerus, but there will be no funny parts except for the bone. So, if you can, you're going to do very well in Whose Elbow Is It Anyway? That's going to be very fun. I saw the images like from like Caretaker or something like that, and I was like, "What are we going talking about Voyager?" But it's just the image. But that's cool. That was a very good choice, Melissa. I really like it a lot. Actually, let's show it right now, just so look at this.
Yeah.
When I first saw this, I was like, whoa, cool. We're going to talk about this stuff. This is great. This brings me all the way back to the olden days. But then I
Candy
saw, oh no,
corn.
it's
But
just the,
look
yes,
at that elbow
Yes.
action in that
I know.
picture.
Oh.
It's fantastic.
Beautiful.
that's definitely
Whatever
what's
that muscle is, Robert Duncan
Yeah.
McNeil has it.
forearm muscle. But
Yeah.
what's bursitis? Is there a little bursitis going on there? That is a pumped up elbow. Anyway, in a good way. Also, you guys, just like on Tuesday, we have some major merger. We need a word that sounds like major or
I
merger.
know.
We have some major merger discussion to
Murder.
no
That's
crow,
one way to
no,
merge it.
no crows, please. Thank you very much. Anyway, a lot of Star Trek to
Burger.
go over, baby. The point is, it's time for Star Trek and Chill with Melissa Longo.
Hello there. And look at my cat's tail.
Woo! Oh, Moochie. 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 I know that her name is now.
You know, I have a friend who has a cow named Moochie, though, so that's really sweet. It's one of those
Yeah.
mini shaggy cow. Oh wait, you know her, Tara, right? We've been to her place
Yeah.
where we filmed over there, and there's this little mini cow there. Filmed
That's
a little
amazing.
action thing.
And a bull.
A
the
full-size
maybe.
bull?
name is Moochie.
Horses and stuff. Yeah,
No, he was a little one.
that was
Horse
Moochie.
people.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
then there
god.
was two cows that he would chase around. the
They're
pen.
so tiny. I love them. Oh my god.
Yeah,
So cute.
he had his
Make me
way
want
with
to
him.
cry.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Meteorologist Katie, everybody is here.
Woo! Hello, hello. How is it going? Hopefully good.
Yeah.
Look
Yay.
at this little toe.
Oh, cool shirt.
Hey,
Meteorologist
let's go.
Katie has her Risa and Chill shirt. Everybody, you can get that at the Star Trek and Chill online store. Just click the link in the description box below for the Star Trek and Chill online store. Get your favorite Risa
And you
and
get-
Chill shirt.
Free looks at the TSA with it. Just saying, if you want people to look at you, slap out Picard's feet. Easiest conversation starter I've ever
That's
had.
amazing.
Nice.
That is fun.
The guy
Yeah.
at the
Funky.
TSA actually
Fun
mentioned
idea.
it. Didn't even realize. I think it was to Star Trek Las Vegas last year. I'm just like, Oh, right. Public. They don't understand.
He's like
Yeah.
a little Trek TNA at the TSA. Gotcha. Here we
Amazing.
come.
Ooh.
Katie, how did you
Meteorologist
find your future
Katie.
husband? You had a shirt on that said raisin with Picard's feet.
You also
Started
have
it
like a
all.
whole bunch of Emmy nominations recently too, right?
Yes, and I lost all of them. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh.
It was a weird
No.
year. It mostly went to Detroit stations. It's fine. I have other ideas.
Oh,
All right.
Detroit.
Oh,
Oh, is Detroit?
Detroit.
Look, Jenny R. Johnson's here too, everybody.
hello.
Yay.
Greetings.
And my name's Ryan T. Husk. I'm also here. Oh, Jenny's wearing a Melissa shirt.
I am.
Woohoo!
Can't see it.
I think that is my favorite Melissa shirt that I own.
Yes.
Not that one, but a similar one in my closet.
Ryan and I share this one.
We have to mail it to each
Yeah.
other.
It's really annoying. Like the sisterhood
Yeah.
of the traveling pants.
Yeah. And every time I get it from you, it smells like innocence. I'm like, ugh, get it away. It's too innocent.
Nice.
You know who else is here? Joshua Reeve, Dave Gregory,
Hey.
Chuck A, Angela L'Esperance, Richard Thomas, Rob Thomas. That's Matchbox 20, right?
Yes.
Walter Ian K, Mark Zutkoff. Careful, jokes coming in. Jokes loading. The Matt Boardman is here. Linda Andrag, VFX Art. That's Derek Smith. Lucia Raz, who says, cute new headphones.
oh.
They are new.
They are new.
Well, kind of. I've had them sitting over here for a while, but I didn't use them because I would wear my earbuds, the little. But on Tuesday, one of them popped out of my ear, went flying somewhere, and I have no idea where it
No.
Weird.
That's the worst.
is. So, rather than being like, speak into my good ear, I.
Well, those are fun. People love them.
Oh my god.
Next week will be cat ears, right?
Yeah, I'll add some cats.
Mhm.
ears
Get
on
some
top.
Vulcan ears going.
Hey, you know who else is here?
Yeah.
Charlotte
else?
Brockman. Oh, I got some Vulcan ears from Homer once back in the day.
Ooh.
Those are fun.
Fun.
Glenn Iverson, Fran Iverson, Melanie Jean Mayfield,
Oh.
Robert Kaiser out in Austria, Autriche, I should say. Obviously, how embarrassing. Anyway, the point is we see all of you. Everybody, please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. Hi, Tiffany Laurie. Hi, Cassandra G.
Hi.
All right. Patrick, what's up? Bob D. Hey.
Hi.
All right.
Hi.
Time to get down to business. Melissa,
Yes.
what are you drinking today?
I am drinking sparkling tea and lemonade.
That's a
Essentially,
cute can.
it is a cute can from
Nice.
Trader Joe's.
Hey.
We should be sponsored by Trader Joe's because I
True.
talk about them pretty much every week.
It's true.
Mhm.
Trader
that-
Joe's, I love you.
Is that like an Arnold Palmer?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's an Arnold Palmer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's Arnold Palmer.
With nothing added in.
Oh my god. It never ceases to delight me. Thank you.
You're very
Oh
welcome.
my god.
Very interesting.
Oh gosh.
Great stuff. Oh, man, that looks great. And what are you drinking, Katie?
I pretty much just have my water with me today because it's been like really humid and it's gonna feel like it's over 100 degrees for the next 4 days. So I'm like pre-gaming the heat wave with water.
Whoa.
You know, Wild Fridays with Katie.
Mhm.
I think that's a song from the 80s, isn't it?
Wild Fridays with Katie.
By like Thin Lizzy
Oh,
or
that's-
something. I don't know. Should be.
Nice.
Sounds like a fun song.
I
Yeah.
like it.
Hi, Mayorello out in the May area. And what are you drinking today,
Hey.
Jenny R. Johnson?
Oh well, hey, it's the isn't this the
Yes.
solstice tonight? Yes. So not that that has anything to
Tonight.
do with this, but it means that it's basically summer. So I'm back on the
Yeah.
old bubbly non-alcoholic rosé. Oh, it's so delicious.
Mm.
Mhm.
You know what solstice makes me think of? Soul sisters. Everybody in the live
Nice.
chat, tell us who's your favorite soul
Soul
sister.
sister.
Hey, sister, soul
sister,
Nice.
sister. Right? That one.
Mhm.
Who do you got? Who do you got? Um,
Tamia Harper.
that's a
Yeah.
sci-fi sister.
Yes. Absolutely
Um,
counts.
But I
I'll
love
tell you what I'm
her.
drinking today, and
I
I've
love
had
her
this the
too.
entire time.
Mm.
Nobody even noticed that I ran all the way down the hall, down the stairs, into the fridge. I didn't get in the fridge, but my hand did. Got all this. Anyway, point is, I'm having this delicious coconut lime shine water.
Very
Maybe it'll
nice.
make me
That's
shine.
great. I was buying you some time by trying to say Arnold Palmer.
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even see it
You could have
happen.
done that for an hour. Now this is
Yeah.
good stuff,
Look
though.
at there's a little face right here. Little
Melissa.
face.
Oh.
She's so.
Ryan.
It is definitely
Hi.
Friday, folks.
Hi, Phil M. Hi, JT Savoy. And everybody else. We see all of you, and it's good to see you. Hi, Ananzi.
Hey.
All right. Oh, Katie. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Oh,
It's finally
right.
time. What are you
It's time.
trying this week?
I'm trying raisins, and I opened the lid and got a whiff of something I didn't want to whiff.
I gave my brother a giant tub of raisins for the road too. I was telling you about that.
Ooh.
You guys,
Did
that's
he
how
leave
good
that
raisins
Love
are.
raisins.
See,
Yeah.
why does it look like the back of a toilet seat lid at a bar?
They're sticky.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
It's just their delicious sweetness just gets everywhere.
Raisins gotta poop too.
Exactly.
Oh, that makes me really want to eat these. Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be
This
fun.
is the first one I've been genuinely hesitant on for a
Mm.
while.
They're just grapes. You said you love grapes.
Oh, jeepers.
I do like grapes, but this one's
Just imagine they're little cockroaches.
Oh, come on.
oh,
Oh no.
That face.
What do you mean? No. No, don't be mean to
know.
raisins.
Wow.
Raisins have been helping
Oh.
oatmeal for hundreds of
true.
years.
It's
And
true.
old people.
Why? This is horrible.
Oh my God. Oh, this is
way.
devastating.
Children who like to eat raisins. Something
Oh,
led you
do love a
awry. 'Cause
raisin.
These are horrible.
No, they're delicious. You have
Mhm.
to chew them and get that flavor because they're on the inside.
The
Oh, yeah.
flavor
Yeah, that's
won't
why.
leave my mouth.
It's stuck in your teeth now.
You know, I do keep the cashews from a few weeks ago at my desk.
You
so I'm
said
just gonna-
dookie. You did.
Wow.
Yum.
We have
That
a
was
poll in the live
horrible.
chat, you guys. Let's see who agrees with Katie. The question is raisins, and the answers are yum or nah.
Mhm. I love
There's
raisins.
the right answer, and there's
Oh,
the nah.
Okay, Katie, scale of 1 to 10.
That one's you know, if I was on a deserted island and I had nothing else, probably would have to eat it, so I'll give it a 1.
All right.
But man,
Wow.
that was bad.
I'm
Wow.
surprised.
It wasn't a bad one, right? Like was it sweet?
I had a bunch of them, and it was kind of
Okay.
sweet, but it tasted fermenty, if that makes sense.
Oh, they might be old.
Weird.
How old are
you're
your
eating-
raisins?
Maybe you're eating wine.
23rd of July, 2026.
Okay.
That's
So it has
fine.
no excuses.
All right. I mean, what are
Well-
you going to do, right?
I think next week you should try raisinets.
What are those?
Ooh, interesting.
Yo.
They're raisins
Interesting.
covered in chocolate.
Chocolate.
Well, now
And
why
you
would you
eat
ruin
'em.
chocolate like that?
You
No.
To be fair, it's not very good chocolate.
No, but
Oh,
somehow it works.
It does work.
It does.
Oh, that's a hard pass.
All right, so
It's in my mold. It's sticky.
They
I
stick.
didn't think it would be sticky.
They stick.
They are sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky.
So 77% of people said yum to raisins, but I'm surprised that almost a fourth of people don't care for
Yeah.
raisins. Is that a
I
thing?
I wonder if it's a genetic
Apparently,
thing.
I think it is. I think it is. I think there's
Like
because I've run into
cilantro.
yeah
Oh well, yeah.
Now
I'm like
that would be interesting.
that like there's some.
I'm not in love with raisins, but they're
I'm in love
good.
with
They're
raisins.
fine, you know. Like I'm
I do like
surprised
them
there's
in
some
my
people
cereal.
that hate
Yeah,
them.
I eat raisins every single day,
Oh, that's
every day
weird. Yeah.
in my muesli
Really?
every morning. Yes, and like a
Oh.
lot of raisins.
Well, that's what makes it taste better. That's
Oh,
what
it's
makes
so
it more fun.
good.
I
And they're
have
good for you.
questions, but I'm gonna let you guys live your lives. But I have questions.
Anansi the spider says, "How about gold raisins or yogurt raisins?"
Yogurt covered raisins are great.
Ooh, those are pretty
Yeah.
good
And
too.
trail mix.
Yeah.
I'm curious how you would feel about raisin bread because, ooh,
Raisin bread.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
with
like the
cinnamon.
cinnamon
Yeah.
raisin, right? Oh man, alive.
So
Like, just
good.
You toast
cinnamon raisin
no,
toast.
toast it with butter
Yeah.
and then you
Oh.
eat it.
Really
I almost
good.
feel like this needs to be a separate category that you need to try
Just
because
straight up everything
Ugh.
raisin.
yeah, like
Yeah, we're gonna have like
Cinnamon
chocolate
raisin
raisins, yogurt
bread.
raisins,
yeah,
raising Arizona, raising cane, whatever. Just raisins, everything.
Raisin cane would be good.
Raisins in the sun. Oh wait.
Oh,
yeah.
California raisins. What was that? They would sing the
Right.
song. They heard it through the
Yeah.
grapevine.
More California raisins.
Oh,
Thanks very
Dead
much
Purple 7.
to Dead Purple 7 for the super chat.
Aw.
We appreciate you, Dead Purple 7.
Yay!
She says she
Good.
loves raisins. She doesn't really say that, but she was thinking it maybe.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you insight.
Bless you. Oh, she's allergic to people who don't like raisins.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Exactly.
No, because it just means that you can have mine. So it's a mutually beneficial exchange.
I'm
And
very
then
much on
cover
board with
them
this
in
plan.
chocolate.
don't you love having lunch with somebody that doesn't like pickles?
Yes.
And you
Yep.
go, can I have that pickle?
Mhm.
And they're like, oh
Frozen
yeah, you want
pickles.
this?
No.
It's all over my French fries. Take it. And you're like, okay.
Mhm.
Now I
Katie
have
has some
two.
strong feelings about pickles.
Pickles are trash. I will stand on that hill.
Oh, that's right, Katie.
Right.
I threw them in a bus station garbage
Yeah.
can.
Car pickles.
I did not like them.
That's great. You made somebody's day.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, it probably did.
Yeah.
It was in a college town, so it's very likely that someone just fished them
So
out.
Derek
Love
Smith
it.
suggests
Mhm.
raisins.
Oh, yep. Mhm.
That's cranberry raisins rather than grape raisins. Cranberry raisins.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are amazing.
Shriveled up
That's a good.
raisins?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also add some.
it's basically-
They add sugar to them. They're like
Oh,
sweetened,
okay.
so they're yeah.
Oh,
Because
and it's like
cranberries
cherry juice or something
Yeah.
like. Hey, Chuck A says
They're really good.
here's a $5 super chat for Katie to buy better raisins. She's like, don't do this to me.
Nice,
Please,
Chuck.
no.
That was good.
Mail's $5 back in the mail to you.
Okay, so
I better
before
raisins.
of course we're definitely going to get into all this Star Trek stuff in just a
All right.
second. But before
Kenny
we
Gallup.
do that, but
Shout
before
out
we
to
do
Kenny
that,
Gallup in the chat. What?
What?
Oh my god. Ah.
Where?
let's figure out what Katie's having next
Sorry. I'm just really excited.
week. About what? Gallup?
Kenny Gallup. What?
Hi, Kenny Gallup.
Hi, Kelly Gallup.
Mhm. All the way from British Columbia.
Oh, hi, Kenny
Hey.
Gallup from BC.
Hi.
Mhm.
Back in high school, we used to always talk about the BC bud. We're like,
Mhm.
that's where the good stuff is.
Mhm.
That's reefer, Katie. Sorry. Anyway,
Earbuds? What?
yeah. Anyway, so next for Katie, I've already plugged in craisins. What other
Okay.
options do we have? What about like pecans?
Mhm.
Never really had them.
I think she'd like pecans.
I'm a nut
I think
fan,
she'd like
so
candy pecans, but
Oh my
what other
God.
options do we have?
There's nothing better than candy pecans. Pecans. Do I,
Uh,
I actually don't say pecans, I say pecans.
Me
Said that, I was like,
too.
that's weird.
there's
Pecans.
asparagus.
Oh wait.
Pecan.
Oh yeah,
Pecan.
asparagus. Have you done dates yet, Katie?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't
I
think
don't-
so.
I
I
don't
think
have
we
them
just
on the
kept talking
list.
about it. Okay, so we have
Wait,
dates.
You
Not
may,
for dates?
Melissa?
I'm gonna check
Did
my list.
figs. No, you know what? I don't think we did.
You
No,
guys
we've
are
had
such
them on
good
the
friends for having 2 lists.
we've had it in the polls, but I don't think it ever won. And what was the fourth one?
Yeah,
That
dates were a 4.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay.
good job,
Right, so-
Melissa.
Prunes. Yeah.
Cashews. I think she did cashews, and she
Yes,
loved them.
she loves
just
cashews.
recently.
Yeah.
They're so good. I've
We
eaten
changed
most
her
of them.
life. Yep.
Oh yeah,
I eat
asparagus.
like a
That's what it
trough.
is.
Asparagus.
They're so good.
What about like a like a
Like should do the
Rhubarb?
raisin bread.
Raisin bread.
Raisin bread.
Toast.
We do.
Raisin toast.
We have a
Raisin
local
toast.
bakery.
Mhm.
I will torture
we're
myself
totally
for
stacking
your
the deck.
Oh my
We're gonna be
God.
like raisin bread, raisin toast,
Yeah.
craisins, raisinettes, yogurt covered raisins.
We
All right,
gotta
so the
try
poll-
them though.
The poll is up.
Oh, now I want some raisin toast. Mm.
Yeah.
Me too.
You know, the first time I ever had that,
Mhm.
I was in a state of mind where it would taste extra good, if you know what I'm saying to you. And I was like,
How old were you? The
New
first time you
York?
had it?
yeah, I was like in high school or something.
Wow.
No, I know. I had no idea. And I was like, oh my, I'm just eating bread.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is the greatest thing
Yeah.
I've ever had.
It's so good.
But I'd
yeah.
also been known to eat an entire box of cereal, like just dry
Yeah.
out of that with my hand out of the box.
Oh
Just-
my gosh.
It was, I think it was corn check, so it's not even good.
To be
Oh.
fair, Ryan, under the same
Aw.
circumstances, I discovered just white toast with butter. I thought it was the greatest
It
thing I
is.
had
It's
ever had in my
terrific.
life.
That
I
is-
like
It is.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
were right.
Mm-hmm.
Peak.
Well, when I was a kid, not on that stuff. I would have white bread with butter and sugar
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
and cinnamon.
Sugar sandwiches. Mm-hmm.
Sugar
Sugar
sandwiches.
sandwich. That
Yes.
sounds so
Yeah.
American, but a Canadian
Oh,
said
yeah.
it.
I do like that with peanut butter too. So like bread, peanut butter, brown sugar. Put a nice thick layer of brown sugar on top.
Oh, I think I've tried
Dang.
this too. Yeah.
I haven't done that
I
in
just
years.
used to dunk white bread in Sprite, but that your guys sound way more tame.
White
That's
bread
insane.
and Sprite.
It has a carbonation chemical reaction that makes it like Pop Rocks, but it's just white bread. and
You don't like raisins or pickles?
That's amazing.
Fair enough.
Our friends over at screenrant.com. That's John Orchiola. You know him as Back of the Head. I think I just saw him popping up in the live chat too.
Yeah.
Check out this article. Best Idea Wins. Anson Mount and Star Trek EP, that's executive producer, explain why Pike is a great captain in Strange New Worlds. We've had so. Do you remember back in the day when it was always just like Kirk,
Mhm.
Archer, Picard, Cisco, Janeway? That was like this was the discussion.
Yeah.
This was what the all arguments were about. And now we've more than doubled that. Some shows have
crazy.
2 or
Yeah.
3 captains. Like Discovery's
Yeah.
gone through-
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
Saru, there's Burnham, there's Georgiou, just in, and then Pike was in that one too.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
And Lorca.
Lorca.
yeah,
And
Dorca, that's
Lorca.
right. So now it's really opened up. So when they say Pike is a great captain, I immediately go, well, when you say great captain, are you talking top 3? Are you talking top
Mm.
5 out of maybe we're hovering around 13
Exactly.
to 15, Rios was a captain too. We've had a lot.
Rios was a captain.
Rios was a
Um,
captain.
And then I don't want to get into all the technicalities of like, well, Spock was our captain too, and Sulu was a
Freeman.
captain for a
Yeah.
second, and okay, and Freeman, of course, that's definitely one.
Yeah.
So is Pike up in that level. I don't know. Well, maybe that will give us a convincing argument. So
Well, they have
here's the
some
quote.
quotes in there. Oh,
Yeah.
you got it.
No, you got it. I'm just reading it. Thanks for getting this article for us, Melissa. Here it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Anson Mount says, oh, that's too long. I don't feel like reading that. Just kidding.
But
After
it's-
Star Trek Discovery. Anson Mount says, after Discovery, we started talking about this show and we had our initial creative conversation. I said, I know this. I know that when a crew member comes to Pike's office, everything stops. Everything that he's been reading, it gets put in a drawer. The most important thing in his world is the person in front of him right now, because he's smart enough to know that his greatest resource is his crew, because they're a bigger brain together. That's why he leads by best idea wins. You saw in the season 3 premiere, they took that and really ran with it.
Oh, spoilers.
Good.
So he's talking to
Kind
the
of.
interviewer,
Not
but he's
really.
not talking to us because we didn't see that. Well,
Yeah.
you guys didn't see it. I saw it. But
Ooh.
anyway, that's something to look forward to. He's telling us what to look
Yeah,
forward
that's
to
exciting.
there.
Hmm.
And then Akiva Goldsman says, Pike knows when his career in Starfleet as an active captain is going to come to a close, but that's less important to him than his crew.
Hmm.
Fundamentally, there are a bunch of great captains, and all of them, and all that we've seen, out of all of them, of all of them, and all that we've seen, weirdly, Pike has the least ego. I agree with that.
Interesting. Mhm.
He has
Mhm.
built a crew which is in lieu of family, and to lose any one of them, all of whose fates he has no idea about,
Right.
would be worse than death for him. So that gives us stakes, because you can watch Anson wrestling with connecting, and then the potential loss of that connection. I have noticed that he has the least ego.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the point where it almost feels like a detriment to see a captain that kind of is just kind of like, okay, well, this lieutenant
Yeah.
wants to talk shit to me. I guess I'll let the lieutenant just tell me. And then he kind of has this charming smile where he's like, okay, and we're like, all right, I still like you,
Yeah.
but you should kind of put your foot down a little bit more. But maybe that's a different captain style that really, like, I'm always like,
But-
would Janeway tolerate this for 5 seconds?
No.
No.
Airlock.
Tolerate what from whom, though?
Well,
I'm saying, like-
Ortega's does it every once in a while, like kind of just
Oh,
like,
well,
what
yeah.
what really? Like,
Yeah.
what, and it's
That's pretty good.
It's interesting actually to hear him say that, because that actually shifted that for me. So I'm like, oh, so he's doing that on purpose, though. His style is to let people do that and get
That's what's in the writing too.
They're comfortable. Yeah, I know.
Well,
Even
like
back in the
looking-
Discovery days, people would
Yeah.
talk jive to him. Burnham would talk jive to him. Everybody, and you would just be like, "Oh shucks, okay,
Yeah.
have it your way." It was like cool about it.
definitely- It's like a different style of leadership where it's like you let them be comfortable to air it out, so like there's nothing hidden between you, and then you can sort it out later, rather than, okay, we're straight and narrow, but there's something underneath that we're gonna have to come to a head later. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
which perspective? It all comes to the end of the road at the same time, but
Mhm.
how
Thank you,
much
Boys to
time
Men.
does that spend above ground?
Yeah, but I also think that he doesn't let people walk all over him.
No.
In
Yeah.
that La'an was kind of that way to him at one point, but then he let her get it out, let her
Yes.
vent, and then he talked to her about it. He did the same
Mhm.
thing to Burnham too, when in that episode where they're in on the stuck on the planet together in a church of some
Yes.
sort.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he lets people get it out, but then he talks to them in a way that counsels them. So he doesn't need a counselor because he is the counselor.
Mhm.
He's the
In a
gentle
way.
parent to the
Oh,
Enterprise.
wow.
Yeah,
Daddy.
exactly. Exactly.
Sounds like Daddy right there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So do you
Yeah.
guys think that just him kind of giving people a longer leash to air out their grievances?
Mhm.
Or I heard a teacher once say about me that I express my displeasure. So he allows them to express their displeasure. Do
Yeah.
you think that builds more of an air of trust between the crew and the captain?
Yeah.
I would say from personal experience, yes, because you know that they aren't going to pop off on you for the randomest little
Right.
thing. Like if you can
Mhm.
push that envelope and then everything else falls in between like that range and the normal, like
Yeah.
you feel
Right.
safer.
Yeah. And then he's still got your back, even though you may not have always been great to him.
Mhm.
But
You know,
yeah.
Katie, when you said you don't know if they might pop off, I immediately thought of Picard saying, "I don't want excuses, number one. I want answers." Remember that?
Yeah.
That's
Just
what
a
I thought of.
snippy British. No, because like if you think about it, which captain would you feel comfortable at like say 11 o'clock at night going to their quarters and just like, hey, I have a problem?
Oh,
Mhm.
about a
Don't think it
problem.
would be Picard. Wouldn't be Janeway because she'd be with Chakotay.
Picard would be wearing
Uh,
his short shorts though, if he
He would.
did.
Okay,
Yes,
fair
he
enough.
would.
Yeah, there they are right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Janeway, no chance. Kirk would
Mm-mm.
be like, I've been expecting you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna
Mhm.
go I'm gonna
Second
go
thought.
talk to Spock. Um, not
Cisco,
Freeman.
maybe.
Yeah.
Cisco, I don't know. He could be a loose cannon too,
He
Mhm.
can be,
but
but he's
maybe.
also raising a child. He's raised a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, he has a
In
kid at home and I don't want to ring the doorbell after 10 p.m.
well,
So
that too.
Mhm.
That too. But he
No,
also
Jake's
knows
out
how
with
to
Nog causing problems. But no, I mean, it does seem like Pike might be the one that you'd feel the most comfortable
Right.
coming to about anything at any time. Yeah. See if the live chat agrees with that.
hot, so it helps.
Man, you mentioned Daddy
Same.
Pike, and this live chat goes nuts.
We're like-minded.
Charlotte Brockman says Picard and his rompers.
That's funny.
uh, Kenny Gallup says Archer, Pike, Burnham, Kirk only if you're DTF.
You're gonna get one
Have
problem
you
solved and about five more needing
do you
Mhm.
guys
answers.
remember when you first heard DTF?
I don't
Yeah.
you?
remember when I first
I
heard
didn't
it.
understand it till like college. I
For
was
me,
sheltered.
it was a text, and you can immediately. I was like, DTF. Oh, I bet I can figure out what that means very quick. I mean,
That's
it's one of those
amazing.
things where it's like you see it and
Mhm.
you immediately can kind
No,
of
I had
guess.
to Google it.
Oh, never mind. Maybe it was a context thing. Anyway,
Yeah, well, yeah. I was reading a post and I was like, what does that mean? I've never seen this before. What
Mhm.
is it?
although I have gotten that wrong, SMH, like that's shaking my
Yeah.
head, right?
Oh yeah.
I thought it
Mhm.
was like so much hate because someone was saying something, it's like SMH. I'm like, oh yeah, bro. And then I found out I was like, oh, it's shaking my head. That's totally different. Never mind.
Oh,
So, you never know. A couple people don't know what DTF is. DTF, the first two are down to it's like
Bow,
flirt.
chicka, bow, bow.
if somebody is DTF. I don't know. Anyway,
Mm.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
Yeah.
I
how
want
did
to
we
know
get?
who
Oh yeah,
created that
Kirk.
music. Just the bow chicka bow wow. 4 notes, and it implies everything you need to know. That's a
It's true.
good like composer right there.
Yeah.
You're like, who was the first person that just did this like sang it as a metaphor, you know?
Totally. It
Yeah.
had to have been like a movie for it to have like really
For
picked up.
sure.
Oh
A
yeah.
movie or TV show.
Yeah.
So MF says, hello from Tumwater, Washington. Is that Washington, WA?
Ooh.
I think it is.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Uh, okay. So the point is, was there more to this?
We got on a lot of
Oh, that was
sidetracks.
pretty much it. It was,
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting because I hadn't thought of it that way in the way that their quotes mentioned. Yeah.
hmm Yeah.
How about this? Live
Hadn't
chat.
given
Let
it
us
that
know.
much thought.
Exactly.
Let
Yeah.
us know which captain you would feel least comfortable coming to them with some kind of problem, whether it's a personal or professional issue or something like that.
Hmm.
Least
Because Pike is
comfortable.
definitely up there, maybe at the top.
Yeah.
Maybe at the top. Archer too. I feel like Archer
Oh,
is
yeah.
super chill.
It's a
Definitely.
dog.
Yeah.
I just go and be
Well,
like, can I
and-
pet Porthos?
Yeah. But even Kirk, I feel like you could go and talk to him about
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
Pretty much
Um,
all of the captains. I don't know. I'd be a little bit more intimidated about Janeway because I
Mhm.
don't know.
Mhm.
I feel a
I feel
bit
like-
judged, but
I feel like I feel like if you like, I feel like Shaw might not be super receptive.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
fair,
good
yeah.
point.
Depending on what the
Shaw.
problem
Agree.
was.
Shaw, you're
Yeah.
right.
Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it depends on who you are and what your problem is. Like if it's an engineering problem, maybe be like, nice.
If your problem is that
Yeah.
you need more steak sauce, go to him.
Although I think I changed my mind because Janeway and Prodigy
Good
made
point.
me think
Oh,
that
yeah.
I could definitely go to her and talk to
Yeah.
her about a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the
Ooh,
problem.
Jellicoe.
Oh, Jellicoe's the
Oh. No.
We love him. We love him. To be clear, we love
I
him.
just push
But
myself out the airlock at that point.
I
He's
feel
number
like
one.
I feel like he would be likely to be like put on your big boy pants and
Yeah.
snap out
Wear
of
the
it.
uniform.
Slap on the back of the head.
Yeah.
Get
Oh
out there.
no, he would be like, "Come on in, come on in. You know, this is nice. Let's
Do you
talk about
Lights
this.
and
Let's."
do you
Yeah,
remember
that's-
when Troy tried to do that?
he didn't have time to give Will Riker or anybody a chance?
Exactly.
But that was because of the
True.
pressing matters.
That's true.
It
That's
was
true.
just in
Time
that.
of almost war, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was like that one moment in time, like what Whitney Houston reminded us of back.
One
Yeah,
moment.
but anyway, Jellicoe's definitely at the tip top.
Yeah.
Okay, so the least likely to be welcoming when you come in, Anansi says Picard. The Matt says Jellicoe. Linda Andreich says Cisco or Kirk. Those were good uns. Those are good uns.
The real question is, who would you go to if you were, or who would you want to run into if you were drunk? Because we played this game in college where we had a person who got drunk at a convention at a conference, and our professors were there, and one of them was way chiller than we ever thought she would be.
That's
so
amazing.
it's like, okay, cool. Which captain would be chill if you're blasted out of your mind from 10 forward?
Ah, I
I'd
don't
say
know.
Rios. I think Rios.
Rios.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Dude's chill.
Yeah, but I feel like all of them have kind of been there, so they'd be like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I feel like they've all have their Starfleet Academy stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, what's next? What do we have? Man, that's a fun one though. And
I know.
don't get us started talking on captains. You know what I'm saying? That's how it always
Yep.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay. What is going on here? This is just
Me ranting.
Oh, I see.
What?
Quality content.
This is
It's me
okay.
ranting.
So there's this one. So I think we kind of talked about this a little bit the other
A
day,
little
but
bit, yeah.
we've seen a lot of
But-
stuff like this recently.
Yeah.
Engadget says
Oh.
Star Trek Strange New Worlds third season falls short of its second.
Ah, yes. The
Yeah.
wisdom of Endgadget, who we always look to for all of our Star Trek news.
It's not even Engadget, it's Engadget. I thought the same.
Like
but-
engage.
Oh, actually, that's
Engadget.
Oh.
Mhm.
weird.
Yeah. Well, I thought
So,
it
but there was a lot of this.
Engadget
Yeah.
too. There's
Mhm.
a couple of headlines that I saw that one on Tuesday, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Arr!"
Yeah.
And then and then I saw the new one from IndieWire today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you giving me a review of something that I haven't seen yet or
Yes.
been able to see yet? There's
Yes.
no way that I've been able to watch this yet. And you're giving me an opinion on something. Why do you want to muddy the waters so much
Mm-hmm.
Because that's their job.
before? No, it's not.
Before?
They need content.
Well,
They gotta do
yeah.
it.
Before,
Yeah.
before we get to see it,
Mhm.
Yeah.
it makes me go, I
if
don't want to read
CBS
your content,
if
IndieWire. I don't want
CBS
to read your
says
content, Engadget.
if CBS says, "Hey guys, starting on this day, you guys can do your previews,
Right.
preview reviews as long as there are no spoilers." So you could say, "Hey, I
Mhm.
watched the zombie episode because I see one of these things mentions the zombie. I watched the zombie episode and let me tell you, it was a lot of fun." That's okay.
Mhm.
That's clean and clear, but they don't say who dies. They don't say how they escaped. They don't say who got married or any of these kinds of things. So, it's weird, and I agree with you that on first thought you go, wait, why are you? I don't understand. Why don't you wait till it's out? But it's a way to get the buzz out, especially
Right.
when we've been waiting 2 years. I feel like they're trying to
That's
say,
true.
stick with us, guys. We're almost there. I promise. Here's some people saying great things. Not you and gadgets.
Mhm.
But I feel like there's other ways of going around that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Orchiola, back of the head,
Yeah, what's
finds
his take?
creative ways to talk about the upcoming seasons without
Mhm.
necessarily giving his opinion on the season overall.
Yeah.
And with it, he's focusing on the characters. He's focusing on what we might see
Yeah.
in the coming seasons without trying to sway my opinion one way or the other. He's very
Exactly. He leaves it
neutral in his
open-ended and
reporting.
lets you make the choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what's so frustrating is that I mean, we're, it's well established scientifically that the more riled up people are, the more they're going to click on stuff. So
100%,
of
not even
course,
close. Yep.
yeah. So of course, people are, or reviewers are going into these reviews going, all right, what do I,
How do I
and
piss off some nerds today?
watching to find, yeah, right, yeah, like and watching to find the problems instead of watching as a fan.
Right.
And just saying, like, what does Star Trek have for me today? And that is frustrating because those voices tend to be louder because they get clicked on so much. So it's just yeah, it's a
I
weird.
hate the loud voices.
Yeah,
And a great great example of it is with the musical episode. You
Yeah.
had people who were on both sides of the track before it even came out saying this is going to ruin Star Trek or this was the best Star Trek. It's like, let's let people make their own decisions, man. Like,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Speaking of
That
man,
really-
you guys, Scott Jensen's in the live chat. Hey, Scott Jensen, long time no see in the live chat.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, good
It's
time.
been too long.
Mhm.
Scott
Agreed.
Been a long
Jensen.
road. This is a nice time to tell Katie her fate. Oh wait, no, it's a tie.
Wait, what? Oh, gotcha.
Pecans and raisin bread are tied at 33% apiece. So we're
We
gonna
gotta
have
duke
to
it
have.
out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have. Pecans actually would go well. Candied pecans would go well with
Oh my God.
toasted raisin
Candied
bread, maybe.
Oh
pecans.
my gosh.
Candied pecans go well with everything. They're so good.
That would
Salads.
be really
Mm.
good.
Anytime a salad has candied
Yes.
pecans.
Goat cheese, candied
yeah.
pecans.
Pecans, yeah. But if they add blue cheese in there, I'm like, come on, dude. Can't you
You
just
know what? I
grow
can get
up?
on board with that too.
Can't you grow up?
I haven't
can
tried
get on
those
board.
cheeses either. We'll have to expand for
Oh,
season 2.
Katie should try blue cheese.
Oh,
I
And
wonder if she'll
Yay.
like
I
it.
should have kept my mouth shut.
I think she'll like camembert.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
I
If
think
you
I've
like
tried
the way
queso
feet
before,
smell,
so-
you're gonna love camembert.
Mm-hmm. What about a nice gentle cambazola?
What the
The
who?
thing with
I know
cheese
Parmesan.
is
That's
that the stinkier the better. And this is not usual
Mm-hmm.
in most food items, but with cheese, if it's
Huh.
smelly, it's probably gonna be good.
And
I love-
melt like liquidy,
Oh, yeah.
like dripping.
I love that we can really get off on a hang on. I love that we really
Wait,
can go
Jenny,
off
you got
on a
we gotta put this to bed right now. We got time
Said
out.
squirt yet.
this
That's a good
is
time.
our once monthly cheese bonanza where we just go completely off topic and just
I love
start
cheese.
raving about cheese.
Love cheese.
Definitely should do it more than once a month.
Oh,
But anyway,
gosh.
the point is, guys,
Definitely.
was there more to this? Oh yeah, so basically, guys,
See?
I'm not going to give my opinion
Yeah.
on the first few episodes of season 3 of Strange New Worlds, but I will say I disagree strongly with these negative reviews. And I'm not saying
That's
that as
great.
just like a Star Trek fan. I don't see a dip in quality at all. I don't see a dip. I was very happy with what I saw. I enjoyed it very much. It felt like Star Trek. For the people that say stuff like it doesn't feel like Star, this feels like Star Trek. It's good. It's enjoyable. Love the characters. No dip for me. Maybe,
That's great.
maybe I'm in a minority. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think it's really good.
That's
I'm excited to see it.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Okay, guys.
Getting
Now that we got
sooner.
all that. Oh man, there's so much to do. We have to we have to figure out what Katie's gonna have when we play Whose Star Trek Elbow Is It Anyway?
Yes. Oh my gosh, was fun.
I'm excited.
What was
Because
it between
elbows, pecan
pecans
bread,
and
pecan
and raisin bread.
raisin bread. Pecan raisin bread. You should have that. A pecan raisin
Ooh.
bread.
I fire up the oven.
But elbows zoomed in look really weird.
Ooh.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Before we do that, though, we should handle some important news.
Ooh.
Because we're not going to get too deep into it because we do it literally every single episode, just like Star Trek 4. But the headline is
Yes.
New indications point to Paramount-Skydance deal finally being approved. We'll see it. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll
I
see.
think we're entering into the next 90 days or something like that.
I think it's like
And that's
a couple of weeks
supposed
or
to-
something.
Yeah,
I sure
and
hope
that's
so.
supposed to
But
end on
see-
October 5th,
Right.
which is supposed to, send it through.
Mhm.
But see, I'm sitting here going like, I hope so and can't wait and all that. And then I stop and go, well, wait a minute. We're assuming this is going to be a good thing. What if Skydance says, now all your Star Treks belong to me and no more shows? We don't know. But we just assume that I just feel like the stagnation, we want it to end so that whatever the plan is can
Right.
then
Yeah.
begin
I mean,
anew.
Maybe the plan has
Yeah.
changed, but the initial plan was to not do
It
this,
was.
but to do this. So,
It was.
so I'm trying to look at what's the best case scenario,
Yeah.
Well, and there's a whole outlier that's being discussed right now, at least in like the main groups that I'm in, of oversaturation, like with Marvel Studios versus DC.
Totally.
And James Gunn was like super into it and stuff. And it's like, I wonder if they know, like, they have such good crafted product, knowing how much people wanted legacy, just be like, you know what? We have a product locked and loaded. Y'all did nothing with it. Let's do that. And like, just maybe in the current environment, we're in a more advantageous position. Call me naive, I hope.
Man, I sure hope so.
Me too.
But,
I hope so too.
it's the not knowing that's the toughest part. Or what's the song? It's the waiting.
The waiting
The waiting is the
yeah.
hardest. Tom Petty, I think.
Yes,
right? Cool.
indeed.
Okay. Anyway, all right, man. I accidentally saw. I just saw. I went in on this, and at the very bottom, I saw the name of who this is. So I have to exclude myself from this one. I know it was like right at the bottom of the page. I was like, nuts. So I can't pretend like I'm a genius and get it right away because I have to admit
All
I
right.
saw the name. So, whose elbow is this in Star
Looks
Trek?
animated.
Lita.
Hmm.
I think it's Lita.
What's leading you that way?
Dark background, visible elbow, not clothed.
Okay, fair point.
Pointy elbow, but not not a beefy forearm. So
Beefy.
it makes me feel like it's either a woman or Tom Paris, and I feel like it's more likely to be no shade to Paul Robbie. But yeah, it feels yeah. I don't know.
Is it?
What do you think,
It's
Katie?
Well, it's fuzzy, which makes me think that it was one of the original like 5
Yeah,
series.
that
So
too.
maybe. Oh gosh,
Mm-hmm.
it's pasty. Maybe Kess.
Oh,
That sounded mean. That sounded mean. Now that I hear it back,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah. She fair,
Like Ocampin,
fair complexion.
skin.
Yes, yes.
Same as me, translucent.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it just blinds you. Wow, there's a
What's
whole lot of
everyone-
mixed
Oh.
comments too.
Yeah. What's everyone saying in
Yeah.
the chat there?
They're saying, let's
Hess,
see.
Kira,
Yeah.
Odo, Dabo, says Melanie.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Boardman
Hoshi.
says elbow baggins. Joshua Reeves says Archer. That's true. The entire Enterprise crew, we've seen their elbows.
Yeah, we
'Cause
have.
they get naked all the time
They
on that
love
show.
taking their clothes off.
They really do back in those days.
Actually, lots of people take their clothes off in Trek.
Oh.
All of them in the sonic shower for
Actually,
sure.
now that you say that, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's a very good point.
There's nakedness everywhere.
Kale Bliss says Majel. Dave M
Mm.
says Keating. That's Reed. VFX Art DS says McCoy. Kenny Gallup says Kess.
Yeah.
Melanie Jean Mayfield says Kirk with 2 question marks. So she's very unsure.
I like Herbert Turner's guess. The pregnant woman in the outrageous Akona.
Nice.
Oddly specific.
That's amazing.
I know, that's great.
JT Savoy says to Paul, season 4. Bro, if you can get the season,
I know.
Impressive.
that's pretty good.
Interesting. Okay.
Tiffany Laurie says Esri.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, I could see as well. Wouldn't there be spots though? Are there
Not
spots?
on her
Oh.
elbows.
No, they go down.
Because they
Oh,
go in.
down the side.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Melissa,
I'm so excited.
did anybody guess correctly?
Yes, one person guessed correctly.
What? One person guessed
Pregnant woman, isn't
correctly.
it?
Oh, man alive. And this
And I don't
person
know how.
guessed
Let's
it
see.
immediately.
Immediately. I was like, what are you doing,
So
Jenny?
good at this.
Is this
Did
from
you
Bar
read?
Association?
Yes.
It is.
Oh my gosh,
Look at
How
she's
you
got
not-
gorgeous elbows.
she
He
does.
does.
Yep.
And
Porch
so does
bar.
elbows.
Porch
Harris,
bar.
apparently, too. Yeah, very
He
good.
does.
Wow.
I know. I was
Yes.
like, what, Jenny? Don't. Poker face, poker face, poker face, poker
You did very
face.
well. Because I was doubting myself.
Good job, Jenny.
Oh,
Wow.
thank you. I usually have one good one and then kind of go.
Okay, so this is a knee elbow.
That's a
Is that
weird
a
one.
varicose
All right.
vein?
Okay. All right.
Okay,
See, this one's
so-
harder.
I mean, it's the same. It's got the dark background. It's
Different.
it's a pretty pointy elbow.
Nah, it's lumpy.
It's lumps.
Pointy.
It's lumpy. Which
It's kind of
Oh,
splotchy.
yeah.
Older person then.
me?
Would it
Man.
be...
Man elbow.
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
elbow.
I'm thinking man elbow because this is kind of
Yeah.
like the remnants of a used to
Yeah.
be bicep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Tuffy. That's a
I'm gonna
toughie.
say that could be a Kirk
Like an older
or a
Kirk.
Spork.
I'd
Was it
say,
ever that dark?
was it Picard in Insurrection?
Wow,
Oh,
pretty good. What's this little
Wow.
line here, though? That'll really give it away.
I mean, it would be like either some kind of pinstripe or it would be like light hitting something. It could be. I mean, he'd have.
Kathy D. Kathy D is saying ageism.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
no, no.
Oops.
we're jealous.
Oh.
I want those elbows.
Derek Smith says David Marcus. Ooh.
Yeah, I
Wow,
saw
very
that.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Joshua Reeves says Picard. On B says Reed. Chuck A says Riker. Herbert Turner
Yeah.
says Belana. Linda Anderegg says Tom Paris. Glenn Iverson says Shatner's Kirk. That's right. Nowadays we have to say which Kirk because there's like 40 of them.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Let's see.
Walter Ian K says Lita's other elbow.
Nice.
That's great.
Angela L'Esperance says Otto. Maybe Odo.
Oh.
I actually kind of
Melanie
thought that for a second.
Yeah.
Melanie says Kirk. Charlotte Brockman says Picard doing the salsa. We need to talk
Yeah.
about one of these days. My mouth just already started watering. The best kind of salsa. You know, like there's some like
God.
jalapeno salsa. There's like mango salsa. There's the
Mhm.
salsa that's like super just blended and whipped into like practically a soupy puree.
Mhm.
There's some that's like super chunky. There's like
Like
the
the
only
green
reason
stuff. Mm.
the first thing that we say when we go to a Mexican restaurant is we goes, can can I have those chips and salsa, please?
Mhm.
Do you guys do chips? Do you guys want chip? Yeah, you guys do the chips and salsa, right? Oh yeah, we'll take maybe two just to thank you.
Get us started.
That's what we do. And then the Italian place we go, do you guys do bread? Ooh, yeah, we'll take some bread.
Ooh, yes.
Oh dear.
Bread with some
Bless
olive
you.
oil.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oof.
some vinegar. Ooh. Mm.
Okay, so let's look at this
Nice.
elbow once more here, everybody.
Love the bread
Oh right, that's what we were doing.
and the salsa and the elbows.
I'm really.
Okay.
Still going Picard.
I've got that stuck in my head now, and I can't sort of see anything else. But there's something
Yeah.
funny about that elbow.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Kirk.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. What's the verdict?
Okay.
Scroller.
No one got it.
Luoxana.
Sana.
Oh.
There
But
it
the
is.
ageism. But
But
the
we did-
ageism.
We did
Yeah.
get the age though. We did know older.
Wow, that's so interesting. Whoa, Katie. Was that
Yeah.
Katie? Yeah, nice work,
No,
Katie.
Yeah.
Hey, I said used to be the remnants of a used to be bicep.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, but it's true. Yeah, you can kind of tell.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. In one of the all-time great episodes, I must say.
Yeah.
Must you?
Oh, yeah.
Would anybody agree?
It is pretty good.
12-year-old Jenny agrees.
Okay. All right. So next is
Troy and Riker kiss. Hello.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, that's always good.
What is that? Looks like a cicada.
If I zoomed in too much, then it would just all be a blur. It's like,
It looks like all of. I don't know what I'm looking
It's
at
got
here.
a Saru-ishness.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
will
what?
tell you, it's this part.
Oh.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
you're
That's
looking
Oh,
at
I-
it from the
foreshortened,
front,
yeah.
not
So
the
this
side.
is just the elbow right here.
Yeah.
So it's either
That's an extremely protuberant. Is that a word? Protuberous elbow right here. That thing comes out.
but also there's like it's either it's muscle or it's weirdness. So somebody's got some like honkers.
Yeah.
It almost looks like a hot dog bun with the hot dog coming
Ooh,
out
it
of
does a little
the
bit, yeah.
end. Some
We're gonna
honkers.
get demonetized.
What is going on? What is going on
Say
there?
Wow,
honkers?
everybody's
Why
saying it's Archer.
Yeah, I was
I
just
can
gonna
see
say
it.
Archer, actually. I was just gonna
When he
say
has
So
the
Archer
interesting.
because he actually has some pretty muscly
Yeah.
arms. He got some nice muscly arms.
some honkers?
Isn't that Family Guy guy? Remember the old Family Guy guy?
Mm,
I'm
getting
getting
on,
real
real
tired of you.
That's really good, like creepy good.
It was modeled after me.
Hmm.
Oh gosh.
This show is so fun.
See, Joshua Reeve agrees with me. Also, when Wesley Crusher became an ensign in that episode, that was like,
Oh, yeah.
So the
Mwah.
Matt says Picard. Linda Andreich says Saru. Kenny says Archer. Joshua Reeve
Interesting.
says Archer in A Night in Sickbay. Wow, that is really good.
That is
Yeah.
very
Charlotte
specific.
Brockman says Archer.
sure.
Yeah, I was thinking Archer as well.
I
Walter
wanna,
says
like-
Archer. Melanie says Riker. Protuberance, what a great word. Yeah, but I was trying to think. It's protuber. I was trying to think of like the adjective, not the noun. It's a very
Protruding?
protuberant
Yeah.
elbow, something. But thank you. I learned it by watching Seinfeld.
Nice.
Ah,
It's a nipple. It's a brown circular protuberance, or whatever he says. Right? That's what he says, something like that.
Wow.
oh.
All right. So,
Chuck A says Phlox.
ooh.
Red Shirt Bob says Chekhov in Triskelion. Gamesters of Triskelion. Dave M says Trip. Angela says Young Spock. All right. Here we go.
What did we get everyone's guesses?
I think so.
Archer.
I was thinking Archer as well.
I've
What do you
been
say, Jenny?
tilted toward Archer. I'm really at a loss. I said Saru initially, but now I'm like that.
It looks,
I don't know.
but looks a little too muscly and tanly for him. But that's
Yeah.
just my thought.
Yeah, agreed.
And the gray
it's just
reminds
the-
me of a
the
little.
striation just seems so deep.
Yeah.
But it's also not. Yeah, it's also big and beefy. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
it's
but like
Yeah.
weirdly, it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense anatomically.
I know that's what threw me off too. I thought it
Yeah.
was hamburger stuff or hot dogs.
It's like
All right,
one
so let's find out.
vein right
Let's
down it.
find out.
I will say no one got it right.
Oh,
Sulu.
Oh,
Oh.
look at his muscles.
Oh, you know what it
Yes!
is? You see, it's because there's like extra
Exactly. He's like,
arms
But
sticking
that's
out here or
nice.
something.
But that part's not in there.
Right.
it's
Yeah,
just-
you're right. This
yeah,
is good.
he's just got a really, that's crazy. He just has no body fat. That's wild.
Mhm.
Gee.
That's a great one. Good job, Melissa.
Holy smokes. Well
Nice.
done.
And I love this stuff.
I know,
I
right?
Original
know.
series just always had like car parts or
Yeah.
something like sticking out. Why? That couldn't just be
Yeah,
in the
man.
maintenance hatch.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
It's cantankerous elbow.
This
something.
one looks a little,
So it looks like a corn nut.
Like a cutlet.
looks like it's been sitting around a while.
Panning too long.
All right, let's see here.
Jenny's
Yeah.
face.
I'm trying to get away and like squint at it, but it's like I end up looking crazy.
Ah.
I can also make it smaller. There. Now it's
So I
smaller.
think this
Oh,
is
that's
the
easier.
top, and then
Yeah.
the forearm goes that way. Yeah.
Hmm.
what I think.
It's giving
I think this is
Monty Python for some reason.
Forearm.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Brockman says, "Is this an elbow from a corpse?"
Oh, could be. Is it Sam Kirk?
Is he?
Oh.
Oh, he's. Oh. Oh, sorry, Dave M. He says, Melissa's killing my self-confidence with this.
This always happens. I always get like a really good one and then I get nothing else.
I don't know how you got the first one so quickly.
That was insane.
That was, yes, insane.
This one
Okay.
looks like super old school, but sometimes that happens. We think it's really old,
I
but it's
know,
just super
right?
zoomed in, you know?
Yeah. God, this
It
is
looks so
very
TOS-y.
challenging. What's this background? The background is really throwing me off.
Paper?
Yeah, like paper mache?
Because it's like, that's that, so that's that way. So that's like,
It call me crazy, but it looks like Leonard Nimoy's arm.
Okay, that's good.
mhm,
Because
mhm.
it is a little
Like it's-
tanny. It is a little tanny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a
A
very
little bit
good
of an
one.
Oh,
olive
wow.
undertone sort of a thing.
Ooh, Linda Anderegg says bones.
Hey, that could work because that makes it old. That's old,
Oh.
as in like old school, but also
Shorts.
old arm.
And short
Like in
sleevey.
the
Yeah,
when they're
very
fighting and
good.
he's like, I'm a doctor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's very good. And he's in a
Oh.
position to like arm wrestle someone.
Oh, Chris Marshall says the background is a torso, like a non-clothed torso, and he thinks that that's like the darkness is like the
The
edge of
pants.
pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh, hang on. Oh, there's so many good
People
guesses
have
in
been
here.
naked a lot in Star
Right?
Trek. From the very beginning, people have been naked a lot in Star Trek.
All the way back to the cage
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man.
60
In
years ago.
every
Yeah.
series. Yeah. There's been skin, I think.
What a
Don't think not as
legacy.
Skin and
much.
Discovery. Was there any
I was gonna say instead.
Yes.
But true.
There was full-on spicy scenes in Discovery.
Yeah.
Were
Klingon
there? What?
boobs.
boot?
Yeah.
Oh, Klingon boobs.
Yeah.
But those were
Oh.
fakey, makey, uppy.
No,
stuff.
and also Burnham and Tyler.
Yeah.
Spicy.
I don't remember.
I don't remember those. They went by so quickly.
They did. And it was a very long time ago.
That was a
Yeah.
very long time ago.
Mhm.
Discovery
Like 8
rewatch, you
years.
guys. Melissa, let us know how the Discovery rewatch goes. It'll be fun. You just rewatched Strange New Worlds recently. So,
Hmm.
I know, that was fun.
yep. There's only 20 episodes. You could rewatch all of Strange New Worlds in 20 episodes. Just knock it right out.
One day.
All right.
Hmm.
Let's
What's
find
the
out the
verdict
answer.
here?
Ha ha ha.
Did anyone get it?
It does look very bonesy. I feel like that could be the right answer.
There are a few in the live chat that got it right.
Very good.
Oh, nice work, chat.
Oh, it was Kirk.
Hey!
And
Oh, I should know
Chris
from the
Marshall
graininess.
he was
Chris
right
Marshall was
about
exactly
the
right.
pale body and the pant. Yeah, we could tell it was original series. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
very
Yeah, that
nice.
graininess. Oh, it's so good.
And there's some Leonard Nimoy elbow in there just to,
Right.
Yeah.
just to show us, look,
Yeah.
this is how wrong you were. This is the-
Shatner was naked a lot.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. Oh.
Oh.
that could be a Burnham. That looks like
Mm.
Discovery color.
Star Trek
This is
Beyond.
yeah, I was gonna say this is this is Carl Urban.
Yep, Carler.
Bones.
Yep. When he's
Yeah.
holding Spock. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. That's my final
Yeah.
answer.
If we both clocked it as that, then I
Yeah.
have confidence in us.
Sometimes if you look at it really small, it helps you
It
to
looks like a boob.
Yeah.
picture
You do have to look at
better.
it small. It is very helpful.
I mean, it's the right color for the JJ stuff.
Yeah, it is definitely the right
Yeah.
color. Now it's too small.
There's a large number of people saying to Paul. And by large, I mean at least 2.
Mhm.
My screen refreshed.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, her blue is
3.
The shadows of her blue might be
To
dark. It
poll.
feels a little too crispy, but
The
maybe.
lighting
Mhm.
seems not enterprisey.
Agreed. Agreed. I think, yeah. Yeah.
I'll trust instincts. Lock it in. Carl Urban's elbow.
All right.
Yes.
Here we go. We're going for it.
Yes.
Here it comes. Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing to pull up. This is the right thing to pull up. Also, the quality looks a lot more recent. You see how like it's just
It does, yeah.
super sleek right here with the lighting?
Yeah. Even the
That
fabric.
does seem JJ-ish. You could be right.
Let's
Bones,
go!
there it
Nice,
is.
nice,
Wow,
nice.
nailed it.
Katie nailed the exact scene.
That's amazing.
Good job, Katie.
That's
Finally.
amazing.
Fantastic. Unbelievable.
And once again,
Unbelievable.
shout out to Carl Urban
I know, my
as
guy.
a very good Bones.
Oh, yes.
I mean, we love
He was
Bones.
so good.
I love Bones.
This is very good, Bones.
Like the person who they bring on to play Bones, if they bring on a person to play Bones in Strange New World, has a big space to fill. Because
I want them to-
two
Yeah.
Bones.
I know. I want them to bring Carl Urban.
That sounded really dirty.
No, it did.
Two
Oh.
Bones.
What?
Big
Let's
space
leave
to
the
fill.
Klingons out of this. So, Melissa,
Oh,
what's
no.
this all about? Where did you find this? If you could date any Star Trek character, who would it be?
Yeah. I found it on
Date.
Facebook.
I love it.
Oh no.
Date.
I can't choose between 3, right? We can't just go straight up like
Oh, how about this?
Sure.
I'm going to predict Katie's. I already know Jenny's.
What?
Jenny is Riker, Bones, Shaw. Katie is, look at Jenny's like, oh, well, yeah, I want to be mad, but that's right. That was easy. Katie is Trip.
Oh,
Archer.
I need
Trip
a
a
fourth.
second time.
I need a fourth.
And then maybe a side of Trip. But yeah, also some Archer. Trip, Archer. I wonder if she's a Tom Paris. She thinks he's okay.
I'm so transparent. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go, yeah, Archer.
Ryan's like
Archer, Trip,
freakishly good at this, by the way.
Archer, Trip, and Tom Paris. Is that right? That's good, Katie?
That's exactly it.
Okay, Melissa.
Wow.
Pike, as in Anson Mount Pike, with an apron. Ethan Peck's Spock, specifically Ethan Peck's Spock, and Kira. I should have started with Kira.
You've gotten one.
Oh.
Hmm.
And that's Ethan Peck Spock.
All right.
I do like a good apron, but
Well, wait. So, Jenny, did I get your 3 correct?
Yeah, I mean, like, I love Shaw, but I don't like he's very difficult. I don't know if I would the dating.
So,
would
who
be-
are your 3?
Bones,
And then who's the wild
Trip.
card? Oh, okay.
Trip Tucker.
All
Yeah.
right, you just made Katie's day. She's like,
Yeah.
I'll fight over him
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Validation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Melissa, you're only Spock, but do you even have 2 others?
yes. Oh, I do have.
I guess we should say Nog should be exempt since that's
Yeah,
the top
not
obvious
Nog.
answer.
Not
Everybody
Nog.
would.
No,
Yes.
but Carl Urban's Bones.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
You like Carl Urban's Bones. That's for
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I don't
you
know
like
that I
original
have a
series
third.
you like original series characters done by non-original series actors.
Ooh,
Well,
interesting.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Well, who's number 3? Let me think. Oh,
number
you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you were a bit of a Rios gal.
Mm.
He plays
hate
soccer.
that.
Another
pretty. I
nice
mean,
choice.
He had that soccer scene.
He did.
Hey,
He did have
yeah.
the soccer scene.
Oh no.
You can always add Trip on.
Trip. Join us.
Used to be Kira.
Uh-huh.
See, I got
Like
that.
it used
Solid
to
choice.
be Intendant Kira, but nowadays I
Ah.
think I'd be more Jadzia.
I was gonna say Jadzia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Dax, absolutely. Imagine the stories. You'd never get bored in
Yeah,
that relationship.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Dabo.
Let's see what the live chat's saying here.
Yeah. Then we want to hear yours, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lucia Raz says, I am a Rios girl. She gets
Yeah.
it.
Woo!
Kathy D says, Riker's a player, Trip's a babe, Archer is an unattainable hunk. He seems attainable.
Yeah.
He seems nice.
He's a captain.
Melanie says,
Well,
to
I do
Paul
like
as a
T'Pol.
Dax symbiont. I'm getting lost.
Interesting. All right.
Oh,
That's
Dave
very
M.
specific.
Dave M. Yes, Melissa, you forgot Ducat. Ducat is your number one, just like Kira's number one is Ducat.
What's wrong with this guy?
Just does
He's
not
always
understand.
pushing Ducat on me.
JT
All right.
Savoy says to Paul and Dax.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I do like T'Pol as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Charlotte Brockman says Tom Paris. Booker. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Ooh,
And
that is a
remember
good
that
one.
accent.
Yeah.
I remember Melissa commenting on that accent more than once.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
Trip.
and he's a nice guy.
Mhm.
Like he's
Yeah,
a
he's a
good
really nice guy.
Magic
Yeah.
powers. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he likes
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah. Empathy
Aw.
king.
Joshua Reeves says Jadzia Dax, Troy to Paul.
Mm.
KL Bliss says Ardra. That's pretty great. You can be anything you want. You only need Ardra.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised you guys aren't picking Odo because Odo could also
I was
be
just
anything you want.
thinking.
And
Why
I've
did I
always
think
thought,
of that?
like,
Odo.
what can Odo do?
Odo
Yeah.
can make you scream.
Well, you don't have to like, we don't have to get all crazy about that. I'm just saying he doesn't even have to like move. Like he can he can
He's on
he
Jenny's
can
eyes popped out of
contort
her
and
skull when he
conform.
said that.
He can
Oh my god.
contort to any shape.
Oh, buddy.
Melissa,
Yes.
relax. See, Melanie gets it. She says Odo. Kenny says Lita, Jadzia,
Mm-hmm.
Strange New Worlds, Chapel. Kale Bliss says Mariner. She's into cartoons.
Ooh, yeah.
Melanie also says Saru.
Ah.
Bob
May
D
Borello-
brings up a good point.
What is
What's
it?
that?
That not many people picked animated characters. Chakotay from Prodigy.
Oh,
Yeah, he was showing the
forearms.
stuff.
Chakotay's forearms.
Showing the stuff.
Yeah.
May
Yeah.
Borello in the May Area says Chakotay, Lorca, and Booker. Oh, she's a Lorca gal.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
could see that.
Interesting.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily want
The eye
to
drops.
date Lorca.
Well, I mean, and if we're listing a whole bunch, then
Yeah.
of course Pike is going to be there with his
Yeah,
alien
exactly.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Linda
Of
Anderegg
course.
says Melissa's blushing to match her headphones.
Oh gosh.
Robert Kaiser says, I'm sticking with Hoshi, Tendi, and Pell. Was Pell
Really?
the Ferengi?
Yeah, with the
Oh,
I loved
nice.
Good choice.
she
Nice.
was awesome. Yeah.
What a lovely collection of people.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, you still haven't said yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out of time. Sorry.
Zito
Ninoti
Jaxa?
says,
Oh.
Ninoti says Trip, Bashir, and Jadzia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, I don't know. I have to like go back in the day, like what was I into? You know, I think Lita was number one.
Nice.
I think Jadzia was
Yeah.
definitely up there because
Mhm.
she's pretty much cool and everywhere. I feel like
Yeah.
she broke the mold. Like,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
Hmm.
women kind of had it rough in Star Trek originally because I feel like they didn't really know how to
Yeah.
write for women as
Yeah.
well as they do now.
Right.
Everybody was either like tough as nails or super submissive.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
they didn't really give them more as much depth as humans actually have and other
Totally.
aliens.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like Jadzia was the first time where they felt like, hey, we can kind of somebody they can be cool and tough and chill and like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So I really like Jadzia.
Hmm.
What's and maybe Ceto Jaxo was a good one.
Yeah.
Honorable
I
mention
called
to
that one.
honorable mention to Hoshi
I was
Nice.
gonna
and
say Hoshi,
Lieutenant
maybe.
Nilsson.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
We can talk about new
Yeah.
Star Trek,
She's
right?
lovely.
okay.
We
Hey,
have
she used to
been.
be a robot
I know.
in a previous life, kind of. All right. Oh man, this race is so close. Raisin bread and pecans. Everybody put in your final vote for Katie. It is so neck and neck. Make your final vote.
Wow.
Be the deciding vote for pecans and raisin bread for
And
Katie. All
while we
right.
do that, what body part are we doing next?
Oh, jeepers.
Ooh.
Have
Adam's
we
apple.
had enough armpit? Oh, well, wait. That kind of narrows it down, doesn't it?
Girls can no.
So like
We
neck.
So
don't
necks.
really have
Neck.
Necks.
necks. We can do
Yeah.
necks.
You know,
Mhm.
Goldberg
Okay.
says, "Who's next?" Thank you. Thank you.
Nailed
Who's
it.
next?
I liked Grilka too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Rilke.
Yeah.
Good old Grilka.
Oh, Robin Leffler.
Mm-hmm.
Robin
Mm.
Leffler.
Mhm.
Oh,
So cool.
I mean, a honorable mention goes to Teresa.
Teresa.
Nice.
Season 2 of
Really?
Picard.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, A, there's no way I'm in the minority on that one. A,
Yeah.
A,
Well,
just saying,
Sirach wouldn't
Teresa.
disagree.
No, I don't think he would. When we were not recording, I think we had discussed whether we agree on this or not. And we did agree. And then we cleaned it up and hit record. Anyway, the point is, whatever. All right. Oh, Joshua Reeve. This is a writer right here. Guest star version is Shara Yar.
Oh, yeah.
Kamala.
Ooh.
Remember, Kamala was the perfect mate, right?
Yep.
And
Yes.
Kay Tama. I don't remember Kay Tama.
Me
Need
neither.
help.
Yeah,
Why can't,
you
why
want me
can
to
none of
spell it
us
for you?
remember? Yeah.
Kaitaama.
Kai?
Let me check.
Hi, Tom.
It
Is that-
was, oh, she is cute. She's from let's see.
Oh, she's cute.
Kaitama was a princess from Krios Prime who was in 2152 due to become the first monarch of the sovereign dynasty. This was an Enterprise, precious cargo.
What's her
Let's
face?
see. Let's see.
This is
Yeah.
her face.
Yeah.
What's her face? This.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Padme.
right.
Lush.
Yeah. Something
Lashmi?
like that.
Yeah.
Lashmi?
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you guys,
That
everybody
was
just
fun.
relax,
That
everybody.
was.
We could do this for literally 90 minutes.
We really could.
Just this.
Yeah.
Just
it's
and
true.
we'd have to like and it would slowly descend into like
I like it. Well, really, because it goes from like who would you date to like everybody's just like
What could Odo make?
everybody's like,
Yeah,
I'm so glad you asked.
It's a fun topic.
I have a poster of her on my ceiling.
Oh god. Oh no.
Wow.
Anyway, the point is Dave M says next week FMK. It also MKF is how most people
Oh,
say
yes. Ooh, that's a good one.
it. No, let's No. No. Fudge.
You can adjust that. Like
You can put it in the
you can
chat,
adjust that
please.
game and make it a little
Mary
less
Kiss
extreme.
Fudge.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, everybody, let's talk about the week ahead very quickly and keep our fingers crossed about Skydance.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday, this coming Sunday, that's June 22nd.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I just saw the poll. It's
I know.
neck and neck.
It is. It's crazy.
Oh gosh.
I
Sorry.
told you somebody has to be the tiebreaker in that poll.
50-50.
The question
Oh my
is,
gosh.
whoever's jumping, where's one Trek fan? She usually jumps in just right when we're leaving.
I
One
know,
Trek fan,
right?
if you can hear us, the poll question is, what's the next item Katie should try? She hated and talked a lot of jive about raisins. So we said, what
we
about
broke the
raisin bread?
tie.
All right, there it is.
No.
Closing that thing out. And it is raisin bread by a raisin only.
Seriously,
Buy
Katie.
a raisin.
It's a different thing. It's a different thing,
Okay.
and you're gonna toast it. It has to be toasted.
Bread.
Katie's
Toasted
like, so
and
next
put
time should
butter
I
on it.
pretend to like something so I don't have to try it again?
Yeah.
I
Bring
substitute
your
for chocolate bread.
bring your toaster down so you can have like freshly toasted warm bread.
With
I will
butter.
bring
Yes.
a toaster.
Yeah.
With
And
butter.
it's
Butter.
Or
thick,
peanut butter.
thick bread. Oh,
Thick
it's so
cut.
good.
All right.
That-
I'll
that-
go.
Yeah.
You can make French
Scope it
toast
out.
out of it too.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I'm going for brunch tomorrow and I'm gonna have French toast. I think. Maybe a waffle. I don't know. Ooh, but you just made me think
Yum.
about French toast and now I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
You guys are my
Cinnamon
people,
raisin
and I
bread.
love
You know,
it.
right?
Yum.
That reminds me,
Yes.
what color is milk?
Blue.
Okay.
Oh.
Star Wars?
sounds
Is
like a
that what we're
trivia
talking
question.
about?
No,
Okay.
but like
Is
also
this a trick
it's
question?
not white. It
No,
looks
but
white,
it's
but it's not
definitely
white.
not blue. Well, anyway,
Creamy.
Chocolate.
Cream.
thanks for ruining the story, Jenny. We got to move on
I
anyway.
thought it was a quiz.
It is. It's
Just asked a question.
Ooh. Banana bread French toast.
Oh my god.
I don't need
that
banana.
sounds
I don't
good.
need bananas in my bread.
I think
do
you should
don't-
have some banana bread next week in
I don't
solidarity
need.
with Katie.
I don't need my bananas in my ice cream.
Mm.
I don't need my bananas in my smoothies. I don't need bananas in my bread. I'll eat a banana. But
Oh, it sets
bananas
him
need
up.
to relax, okay? They
I
act
get
like
it.
they're Riker. They don't need to be in everything. They can just be by themselves sometimes.
The Riker of fruit.
Yeah, they are.
Bananas.
Yeah, they are. Anyway,
They show up everywhere.
all right. So anyway, this coming Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we have our first segment review of the flute one, the inner light, everybody.
Oh,
The flute
inner
one.
light.
Oh.
that one made me so sad when I first watched it.
Because of how bad it was.
No.
Yeah, I felt the same way. Oh, no. It's
The
not
older
bad.
I get, the more sad it makes me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I've
Mhm.
forgotten about that episode and then recently
it.
watching it. At the end, I was in tears.
Oh, yeah.
I was in tears.
Oh yeah.
The free for all was a mess.
I know.
The free for all was feel like we all were dehydrated at the end there.
I think so too.
Oh.
Talking
And
about
by
it,
we all, I
everybody's-
mean they all. Anyway, the point is,
Oops.
I'd seen it before a long time ago,
Mm.
and I remember going like, well, it's okay. It's just another. It's one of those TNG episodes that are out there, like the Binars and stuff. You know what I mean? So 10101001.
Yeah, no, I know the episode. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't just. Ooh.
And then Sirach had never seen it before. However, when we watched it this time, did I love it this time? Did Sirach love it? Or was Sirach just kind of like, oh, it's just whatever. What's the next one? Time Zero, bro. Anyway, the point is, Check it out. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel. Then on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, that's 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our full segment review of The Perfect Mate. We just mentioned that one with Dave Zappone. That is
Yeah.
Star Trek documentarian, The Perfect Mate. And then on Tuesday, come right back to this channel, the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 p.m. Atlantic Time. AM's in Europe. And it's time for the main viewer on Tuesday. So everybody enjoy that. We don't giggle. We don't talk about craisins. Melissa doesn't say whatever she said that set everybody off.
That definitely
And
doesn't
just
happen.
like, you know what it was? It's like that new roller coaster that you see where it's like, it's not attached to the rail. It goes like this. And then it just kind of like slowly attaches. And
Pirate's curse.
that's what she did. We're like, ha, 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 ha. And then Melissa said something and went.
That was
That's what it
wild.
did. Yeah.
That was
Brilliant
wild.
visualization there.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
So that's the week ahead. Hey, Jenny,
Yeah.
where can people find you and your goodies online, by the way?
Well, gosh, OG, thanks for asking. You can check out my website, jennyrjohnson.com, where you can find my shop, where you can buy prints and you can sign up for my newsletter, check out my portfolio. I don't know what I've done some interviews. You can check those out there too. Anyway, but also you can pop over to my social media at Jenny R. Johnson Art. I'm making art. And sometimes, no, actually, you know what? I've been putting it on the internet a lot. So there you go. So you can find it there.
There's so many words that rhyme with art. What about yourself, Katie?
Well, you can find me at weather_Katie on all the social medias, so many random fandoms on YouTube, and Tuesday morning at 4:30 a.m. on WLNS Channel 6 in Lansing, because I'm going back to work.
Hey!
All right.
Cleared to move. I can't go on roller coasters and I can't jump out of planes, both of which were real options for me in the next 2 weeks, and the doctor told me no.
Oh my God.
Oh,
I'm
As long as you
sorry.
have a parachute, you know.
Progress. Yeah. That was the plan.
Yeah,
That shirt actually works really great with your eyes, truth be told.
it does, doesn't it?
Mm.
Oh, so nice.
Almost
Wow. Oh my
matches.
God, they're so, whoa.
Well,
Wow.
yeah.
Her eyes are striking, Katie.
Creepy.
No.
Well, tell him to get back to work.
Striking.
All right. Because then she won't see. Melissa, where can people find you and your new headphones online, please?
Oh. It makes my cheeks hurt. Such a great show. You can find me at, well, I enjoy doing it anyway. Oh, it's warm in here. You can find me at walkingartmadebymelissa.com. And yeah, and Virtual TrekCon and the Seventh Rule and Three Fat Lobsters. But walkingartmadebymelissa.com. Come check out what I have online. There's more coming. I've been hard at work sewing and like sewing and painting and doing other stuff and learning new dances and
Amazing.
and so much is happening here that I haven't had a lot of time online, but when you want to find me online, go there and you'll find me there. Oh, and there's still, for the rest of June, on my website, 20% off if you put in IDIC Pride for any IDIC products that are rainbow or LGBTQIA plus items.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. You know what that means. You know what it's for. You have like 10 days left. Let's party. Let's support.
Yeah.
Oh, and I've got my Be Kind shirt. That's kind of partying and supporting. That's our good
super
buddy,
nice.
Kenneth Mitchell.
Mhm.
This is Chase Masterson's store. BeKindMerch.org, if I remember correctly. BeKindMerch.org to support Chase Masterson and all of her goodies and all of her friends. and to show some love to the memory of the great Kenneth Mitchell. All right. Oh, and you can find me online at Ryan TG Husk. Once again, that's at Ryan TG Husk. Melissa did binoculars there. Or just Falling Tower, Virtual TrekCon, or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube. Wow, look at that.
These?
Oh, I love those guys.
Oh, it does really make people look dorky. I didn't
You gotta
realize
flip
that.
them. You gotta flip them. So like, do this and then do this.
I like that.
There you go. And you gotta push back real hard. It's not very comfortable. You're probably gonna hurt
Oh
yourself.
my gosh. How'd you re-injure your shoulder, Katie? Well, my friends online told me to do this.
Poor Ryan's trying to sign off, and we're like, whatever.
Whatever. I'm sure there's somebody. Enjoy. Kathy D says, I have my Be Kind shirt given to me by Dave Gregory. Dave Gregory, you've got to start.
Gregory's
You
the
got
best.
you got to leave some of the good deeds for the rest of us. You can't have a monopoly on all of the good deeds of the world. This guy,
Oh, he's so sweet.
he is very like candy. Anyway, good stuff. That's it for us, everybody. Thank you, Joshua, May, John, Bob, Angela, so many, Kathy, Rookie of the Year, Red Shirt, Glenn, Melanie. Did we see Melanie already? I don't think so. Melanie, Mark, Dead Perp, Tiffany, Linda, Charlotte, and everybody else. Dave Gregory, we're watching you. Enough with the good deeds. All right, no, keep doing it. You make the world better. Nanoti, thanks for partying with us, Nanoti. Cool cat picture. All right, that's it for us, everybody. We'll see you next time. Have a chill weekend. Hey, on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button because sometimes we forget, you know. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. That way, every time we go live, you'll join us. And the more people join us, the more visible we are on YouTube. And then the more people will join in. And then we'll have less polls that are like neck and neck. It'll be like a blowout, you know, because we'll have more people.
Yeah.
You'll make more friends. You'll have more fun. More people will run away crying when Melissa says weird stuff. It's going to be so much fun.
We should do something fun. A hashtag for the comments. What should we do? A fun hashtag. So when we close this out, refresh.
No, I don't want to use that one. How about hashtag
DTF.
That's gonna get us demonetized. That's gonna get us removed. They're gonna be like, I don't even need to watch this video to know what these pervs are up to.
IDIC.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
perfect. Thank you.
That's an
Much
appropriate
cleaner.
one.
Yeah. Although I'm sure people could come up with that being a naughty acronym too, but everybody, you know what it means. Hashtag IDIC. Hashtag IDIC, and keep the conversation going in the comments below. As soon as this video ends, hit the refresh button. Comments drop down. Leave us a comment, and we will address it. Thanks very much. Have a chill weekend. You've earned it.
Charlotte Prop.